You're a little bit more dressed up than I am.
T-shirt. Oh, well, hey, we are live and I am recording. And Susan literally said, "You're more dressed up than I am." And I'm in a t-shirt today. It says,
Okay.
Radiate Kindness. So, well, hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. The sun is shining. How many of you would say sunshine is good for your soul? I know it is good for mine. Hello, just some natural vitamin D. All right, what we are going to do today is we're going to continue our little Instagram 101 series. So hopefully you guys were able to complete the session one, Instagram 101. What we did, we created the Instagram account, made your first post, edited your bio, put a little bit more information about you over there. And let's see, what else did we do? You made your first post. I think we kept it pretty simple. Also, you went and just kind of started following some of your friends that came up. Right. Okay. So today we're going to take this just a little bit further. And guys, this is going to be a whole Instagram series. And we wanted to start at the basics. I understand a lot of you are probably just killing it already on Instagram. We'll get into the other things that can enhance the killing it on Instagram later. But right now we're just going to start with the basics because we want to catch everyone up to speed. And then we can go a little further. So I have Susan Kaufman on with me today. So say hello, Susan.
Hey.
And I know, Susan, it was your daughter that kind of got you up to speed on the Instagram world. Teenage daughter. I mean, who better to learn from as far as that, right? So let's see. Susan, I'm going to just turn it over to you for a second and let you talk to us a little bit about Instagram. And then today, one of our biggest tasks is we are going to introduce Instagram stories. Okay, because so yesterday we made a post and we showed you how to make a post on Facebook, how to tag location or tag someone else, use hashtags, yada yada. Now today we're going to talk about Instagram stories. So Susan, I'm going to give it over to you.
Hey everybody. So how many of you ever you've been kind of afraid of the Instagram world? That was me because it wasn't comfortable. I've had Facebook since 2009, but Instagram was not something I was comfortable with. But you have a teenager that could probably tell you everything you need to know. And she works in my office for me. So a lot of times she's doing my Instagram for me, but her life is busy too. But I'm telling you, it was intimidating to me. And so I wouldn't work Instagram as much as I needed to. Guys, it is a social media platform that's full of opportunity. And I'm going to tell you why I finally just jumped in, because I was seeing these people go up on that millionaire stage or hit 200K who were Instagram famous. And I was like, well, I can be Instagram famous. Why can't I be like them? They're no different than me. They have the same product in their hand that I do. Why am I scared of it? And I just used to say it's because I was old, but here's the bottom line. It doesn't need to be overwhelming. It doesn't. You literally start at the basics. And guess what? We can save a whole step. If you do something on Instagram, it can immediately feed over to Facebook, and you posted on 2 things and you did 1 step. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about a little bit today. Now, if you do have a teenager, they can really make it way more in depth, and that's a whole nother day. And that's possibly after you are completely comfortable. And even yesterday, I sat with Briston and asked her a few more questions because now I'm getting comfortable. And I have got customers that I do not know from who knows where. I don't know where they're from. That literally, they just see my Instagram and they're like, hey, okay, let's go with her. So you want me to just go ahead and start?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to share my screen today, guys, because I just want to show you some basics of how important it is. So the first things first, let's make sure you can see this, Maria. Can y'all see this little thing right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is, as soon as you pull up Instagram, you start seeing people's stories like this part right here, just like you do on Facebook. Okay. Like what they're posting. Somebody's posting their house. Now, I'm going to put a side note here, just like you do on Facebook where you go and you comment on people's things so that they see your stuff, you need to do the same thing in Instagram. Like, scroll through, comment on 10 people's things, do some custom conscious comments, make it where they see your stuff, whatever, just like you do on Facebook. But this is normally what you see. And just like Maria talked about yesterday, you would click this little plus sign down here in the bottom. If you wanted to post a picture of your house, if you wanted to post a picture of your kids, your dog, your swimming pool, whatever, this is a post. People love it. They comment. If something happens, you can click on this little button. I mean, look, they're just commenting down here. Easy breezy. Now, it kind of says this beauty, I'm a little bit more partial. It's ours, will be on the market. Like this is a real estate agent just posting some stuff. And I think I went in there and went, oh man, the house is gorgeous. I'm not in the market, but I want her seeing my stuff, right? And so this was her post, no big deal. But I want you to look up here. See these little round circles? Just like you see on Facebook, these are people's stories. You can click through those and see people's stories. Again, another thing, comment on their stuff. So this is literally just what you see, and your little face should probably come up first. Now, unlike on Facebook, if you're posting stories like and you just have to put the little add a picture down at the bottom, Instagram really only allows you one picture in your story per day, but you can work around that by clicking that little button up there, that little camera up there. But this is what you see. These are the stories, and I'm going to encourage you to get in there and start posting stories. So let's just talk. What is a story? So I've totally stolen this from everybody else who talks about social media. It's the same thing you do on Facebook. Did you hear? You need to inspire, you need to inform, and you need to entertain. Like a picture of the pool is not informative, entertaining, or inspiring. But a picture of the pool with your dog swimming around on a raft, like Jen Ellis posts all the time, is freaking hilarious. Like that kind of stuff is funny, and I love that. So be think about that every time. It's not the 3 I's; it's the inform, or it's inspire, inform, entertain. Okay. So a lot of times, first thing in the morning, you just post some sort of quote or something. So let's go over here. This was first thing this morning. This is what I posted. The failures and struggles of today will be the juiciest parts of your success story. That was my inspire first thing this morning. That's what I posted. You can find those on Pinterest. You can find them anywhere. Okay, it doesn't matter. But here's something that I did. I want other people seeing my stories, and I want my leaders seeing my stories, and I want us all kind of attached, which I think all of them ended up sharing this to their own story. I tagged them down here, Lindsay Dickens, Tiffany Deeroff, Mari Dillard, and Nina Standifer out of Colorado.
Now, Susan, we can't see that picture. If you were trying to share that one, you may have to click on a different photo.
I wonder why you can't see that one. You can't see on the screen?
No, maybe close out the photo of the house.
Okay.
And go.
Hold on.
And then pull up the other photo.
Let's try this. I bet it is. Is that it?
There you go.
Okay. So this is, I'm going to go back to how you tag people, but this was my let's inspire first thing this morning. You got to do that pretty quick, because shortly after that, you're going to be needing to inform. And what do I do every morning about informing? I am probably posting something about this. See if you can see this. Hold on. Where'd it go? Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to pop it up.
Oh, I can see it. We can see your 5:45 a.m.
Yeah. Good Lord. What was I thinking? But guess what? I totally stole that from Amber Manquist, I think. Or Kayla. Who knows? I saved their picture. I stole it. I posted it this morning. It shows my step 1, step 2, step 3. Why do I put that time down there? Hey guys, I had a great night's sleep and I was up early. I have had more people go, oh my gosh, Susan, how are you up that early in the morning? I just am, because I sleep great or whatever. So here's informative. Okay. I'm going to give you another option of informative, and then we're going to go into some extra things. Just let's go here. I don't know what you can see. I want you to see the right thing though. No, let's go into, I'm going to do this one. Hold on. Give me just a second. This is what happens when you got to have a whole lot of stuff up, you know?
I love that you're sharing your screen with everybody.
I know. Okay. I know I stole this one from Amber Manquist yesterday. May have been today. I don't know.
I think you stole it from me. But maybe Amber had it too.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. If you're following somebody that I always say, copy the people that you want to trade paychecks with. Listen to the people that you want to trade paychecks with. Don't nobody else. Okay.
Oh wait, I'm going to interrupt it for you. Okay, I want to answer this question. When we say we stole it, that means that when you see someone's story, I don't know if y'all can see me right now.
We can. I can.
Okay. So when you see someone's story and you realize that one of the best Instagram pages to follow is Lavelle Brands. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if I go to Lavelle Brands story and okay, wait, all these are other. Oh, okay. Okay. So today, see, I don't know what y'all are seeing, but today Lavelle posted, or 21 hours ago, they said, who loves Thrive Bites? Okay. So all I have to do is hold my finger on that. It takes away the Lavelle Brands. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I screenshot it. So if I wanted to use the picture that Lavelle used yesterday, I could, or 21 hours ago, I could. They've got a DFT recharge. Okay, I can hold my finger on it. It takes away that it's from Lavelle Brands up here. Okay, I can screenshot. So that's what we're saying when we're saying we stole it. We saw another Thrive post or another inspiring quote, right? And so, I mean, heck, entertainment right now, there's plenty of memes floating around, okay? And you can actually, you can screenshot them and kind of add them to an Instagram stories album on your phone. And that way, if you've got a day where you're like, I don't even know, I'm not feeling it today, I don't even know what to post, you can go to that album, because everybody's going to have one of those days. You can go to that album and be like, oh, this was so funny when I saw this, or oh, this is such a informative, like this is such a great post about why I love my Thrive, or whatever. But that's what we mean by that. Another thing I think we need to do, Susan, is we need to tell them how to make a story, like how.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, but I wanted to tell y'all something real quick. It took me forever to figure out how to save a picture without having like Amber's name across the top of it. But I'm going to tell you something. If you do borrow another leader's stuff, please don't post it immediately. Wait several hours or wait till the next day, because you don't want to mess up their algorithms. But I mean, these are just some different things that I was posting out there. Because here's what I did next. I took that same picture and I added something else. I added a question. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see up here on this, but Maria, we might show it on yours, or I'll show it on mine. Let's go over here. So we need to start a story, right? We need to do something. So usually when you just click on your little picture.
Hang on, stop sharing your screen so you'll be bigger in view for them. Okay.
Can y'all see that? Like, hold on, go back. It's actually showing my story. But if I want to start a story, I've got to click on my picture, and it usually will have that little button down there. It says add something to your story, and that's how you do it. But since I've already done it this morning, if I want to add something to my story, I got to click this little picture up there, right? I got a camera. And let's go find something. Let me just put something out here. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Okay. I'm going to show my little picture from my foot having my overnight thing. I have it there. Down at the bottom, it says send to. I want to send it to my story, which will be right up there at the top. Okay. So let's do that again real fast, because that was real quick. Okay. So here I am. I'm in Instagram. I don't know what to do. I want to get up there to these stories. I want to add something. So I can click the camera or I can click my face. I have to click the camera because I've already done a picture today. There I am on my camera. I'm going to go down here and find a picture I want to use from my stuff. So I said I'm going to use my little foot picture from having my thing on there. See, there's a picture of my pool.
What a great place to wear it. I hadn't even thought about wearing it on my foot.
Top of your foot's great. Okay, so then at the bottom right there, it says send to. I mean, I could send it to my friends if I wanted to. All of them are showing up, but I'm going to send it to my story. My story's on top. Okay, so look at this. Let's do something else. Let's show you something real quick. Nope, we're going to go back. Okay, while you're trying to post your picture, you see all those little icons up at the top? There's all kinds of fun stuff. Get out there and play with them, because Instagram has some great ones. They have great stuff. So I'm going to punch on the little one that's a squared with a, looks like a happy face. I don't know. All this cool stuff pops up. Okay. Like, what do? A lot of times I will hit that mention button and I'll tag Maria or somebody in it. You start to type in their name. It works. Or I will do the stay home logo, which is right there. Guys, that one gets a lot of attention. If you put the stay home little icon on any picture you have, I don't know why, it gives you more algorithms. Let's say another one is a hashtag. You could do that, or you could add music. Like, I love it when people have music on their stories, because like, don't stand too close to me. Have you heard that song? Like, that's funny because that's a great one for right now. Okay, but I'm going to show you something. There's these things down here that say poll, question, or countdown. Okay, like countdown's fun if you got like some big promo coming up in 2 days. Put a countdown. But I love polls and questions. Here's the deal. You can post everything in the world. They're going to click on it. They might like it. They might love it. Great, blah, 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 blah. But you really need them to come back and tell you something, right? So let's say I take that and I'm going to do a poll and say, who wants my immune system recharge at night? And I'm going to ask them. And I'm going to put my answers in there. So I'm going to show y'all one real quick because it's kind of hard to see on this. Okay?
But you're not going to ask a question on every post. Don't ask a poll on every post.
I try to do one poll a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it could be how many of you slept last night, or who has, who started using the recharge, but that's only going to be thrivers, or there's all kinds of stuff that you can ask. Most of the time I have a marketing degree, and sometimes I can't even think of what to say, but I'll be scrolling through and I'll see something that a top leader post. I'm like, oh, that was a good question. I will screenshot it or I'll save it so I'll know to go back and do it the next day. So let's go look at one where I've actually asked a question. Right here. This was on the, can you see this one? This was that same picture that Maria and Amber and all of them posted, but it said, which one would you pick? Well, they may say, oh, I would pick tummy tightening. Well, I want them to actually type their answer in here, because it's going to send it to me and say, hey, Sally over there picked detox your gut. Okay, well then that tells me what I need to reach out to Sally. Okay, if they actually type something in here, it's going to send it to a little message. So hold on just a second. I'll show you something again, but I got to have both of these things up. You can have so much fun with this. Trust me, I made lots of mistakes in the beginning, so a lot of fun with this. But like, you can just take, like if I took that picture right there and I went up to the top and I pushed that little square happy face and I picked question, then look, that little thing pops up that you see in my screen. Can y'all see that? Now, I don't want it right there smack dab in the middle. I want it down here where they can actually see all this stuff still. So I move it and then I send it. Okay, so let's kind of make sure that that's not confusing.
One thing that I do want to say, do you guys see at the bottom of her picture where it says seen by 25? So she's had 25 people that have seen that, and you can actually click that, see who's seeing it, but that's also where the answers will appear.
Yep. Super fun. Okay. Let's go back to one more. Guys, you can just play with this. I'm telling you, it gets crazy sometimes. So here's one where I click that little squared happy face. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get you to see my poll. Do you see the recharge poll? Are you seeing that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You are? Oh, crap. I just took it down. So I put up a picture of recharge. I don't know who I got this from, but I saw it. I screenshotted their stuff. I saved it in my photos. And when I went into Instagram to post a photo, I did that. Okay. But this time, instead of hitting the question, I hit the poll option, which is still under the little happy face square. And that poll comes up. Let me tell you something cool about a poll that you need to do. Like I said, who needs this? I didn't put me, not me. I didn't put a positive and a negative answer. Basically, both of those would be great for me, right? Who needs this? Me. Who needs this? Yes, yes, yes. If they click either one of those, that's a positive, right? So be careful on your questions. Like, what do you want to know? I see Kayla do this all the time. Many people, when they're doing samples, they'll post a picture of a sample and then they'll put this question: who needs this? And in one side they'll put 3 days, and in the next side they'll put 6 days. They don't put me, not me. They put 3 days. The options are good. So if somebody clicks on a 3-day, you know right there that they're wanting a 3-day sample. Okay. It's just giving you options for people to engage with you on this. Okay, let's go back to that story thing. Look at this picture right here. This girl got some hair. I'm like, wow. Actually, I need to go comment. You got some hair. Oh, her Instagram page is big, blonde, sexy. Okay. So that's awesome. But it's just posting in those stories. And for a while, guys, I could never find anybody's responses. I saw this little red thing up here with stuff on it, which apparently meant I had responses, but I didn't know how to find them. Thank God again for a teenager. But now I just click on that and I see the responses. Okay. But I just had to click on it. I'm clueless. But also, it's really cool. We know in Facebook, that's why we love stories, because we can see who is actually watching our stuff. Unlike when we just do a post and, people scroll past it. We don't know who scrolled past it. If they see it in a story on Instagram or Facebook, either one, it's phenomenal. Okay. I'm going to close with one last thing because I know you and I both have to go.
Yes.
Okay. So back to this part again. You have some options here when you go to send to. Okay, remember I posted a picture in my stories. I click send to. The very top one is send to my story, which is legit. You always want it sending to your story. Okay, so people can see it. But underneath where it says your story, mine actually says and Facebook story. Okay, so here's that opportunity right there. Well, when I click on share, it's going to post it on Instagram. It's going to post it on Facebook. At the same time, I just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Fabulous. Fabulous. It will not feed over if you have a question or a poll. It's just whatever your graphic is, whatever. It's going to do that. So you need to look when you set up your Facebook or you set up your Instagram yesterday with Maria. Did you set it up where it will feed over to Facebook? Okay. You can check that. Go into your settings and check that. You want it to, guys. There's no reason not to. There's no reason to do double work. Okay. And one last thing on that is you do have the option to have a personal Facebook page, which a lot of us do, or a business Facebook page. I will have to tell you, I have mine as a business. My 16-year-old daughter has hers as a business. Why do we do that? One reason and one reason only, so that we can see all the analytics, because you can actually, that's a whole nother day, but you can go and see, oh man, on Friday, whatever I put out there on Friday had spiked in people seeing my stuff and commenting. Oh, that one I did yesterday sucked. Don't ever do that one again, because it had no views. It had nothing. Nobody paid attention to it. Nobody responded. Nobody cared. So,
or maybe no one saw it that day.
Nobody could have seen it that day. Maybe it wasn't near as inspiring, informative, or entertaining. It may not have been, okay? But it kind of tells you that she is an Instagram guru. This is how they do their social life. I mean, probably how they build their positive, I don't know, their self-esteem, because she can post a picture and 47 people will comment on it about how gorgeous she is. I'm like, well, that was cute. And then she gets mad at me when I don't comment on it. I'm like, I don't know if I saw it, So, but it's just, if you have it as a business Instagram, it just means that you can go back and see your analytics and all that kind of stuff. Everything else, I think, is almost the same. I used to think if you had a business, it wouldn't feed over to Facebook, but it does. It does. We tested it, so it works.
Well, thank you, Susan. I know you've got another meeting, so I'll just kind of wrap it up, and then I want to give you guys a challenge. So basically, session 1 was getting your Instagram set up. Session 2 has been teaching you guys how to do a story. Now, the key thing that I do want to add is most of your activity, and if you're obviously, you know, connecting with people and building a business, most of your activity is going to be where the people are. So what you don't want to do is all of a sudden spend a ton of time on Instagram because the people are not on Instagram yet. But this is something that you're going to be growing consistently over time. So the majority of any of your social media activity has to be where the people are. If that's Facebook, that's Facebook, okay? But one thing I do want you to do today is go make a post on Facebook and ask who is on Instagram. I would love to connect with you there. And then you share your Instagram username so they can find you. You can even, you know, screenshot a picture and just say, go follow me here. Share your username, and then have them comment and add their usernames, and then you go follow them. So that way your Facebook connections, people that you're already engaging with over on Facebook, you can now be connected with them over on Instagram. So that's kind of your challenge for today. Like I said, we're doing this one step at a time, starting at the very beginning, square one. If you have people on your team that are not yet using Instagram, they don't know how to use a store or post a story, they're just a little uncomfortable, make sure that they watch session 1 and session 2, and we'll have another one for you in a couple of days. So hope you guys are doing great. Let me know if you're watching the replay. Give me a hashtag replay, and be sure and tag your teams that need to see this. Have a blessed day. Bye guys.